Welcome back. Let's talk rugby. And the Springboks head into their penultimate warm-up match against Wales this weekend before taking on the All Blacks at Twickenham. And then it's just the small matter of a Rugby World Cup in France, where we find ourselves in Pool B against Ireland. Scotland, Tonga, a bit of a hoodoo side, Romania, we don't know. Here to chat about the upcoming game and the World Cup in general and give us an update on our Springbok women's team is one of our favourite players, Babalwa Lacha. Thank you so much for, first of all, thank you for doing just stretches with Zoe to open your account this morning. I feel like I dodged a bullet there with that one, but so good to have you here. First of all, how are you? How's life in Babalwa's camp right now? How are you doing, hon?
Well, I'm well, thank you. I'm alive, I'm breathing, that's good. Very busy, I must say. It is Women's Month. There's plenty of celebrations happening, which involve me, which is lovely. Beyond that, exciting sports happening, you know, and me just being me.
Just
really.
being you, yeah, and I love it. Thank you for always being that. And I think there is added impetus now because those figureheads like yourself, there is a role to play. There is so much resting on our Springbok team right now. We are the defending champions, and I'm terrified about these two warm-up matches because it kind of feels like it's an injury opportunity. Yes, I know we want to fine-tune, but we've seen some big injuries coming into the space. First game, Jacques Nenaba, obviously strong team against Wales. A lot of our injured players coming through. What do you make of this encounter tomorrow? How important is it for the Springboks to lay down a marker performance-wise, and what are we looking for this team to do?
Well, I think our current team needs to play to their best potential.
It's got to click.
It has to come together now. I feel that it's closer to the time of the big competition. We have a title to defend, and I feel that the combinations are coming together nicely. I feel that the coaches have sort of figured out what goes for what. Pity that my favourite, Lukanyo Am, is injured.
It's too soon. Don't even talk. It's too soon. It's too soon.
But also good to see Asiya Kolisi back in action. As we know, he has almost a Madiba effect on our nation and on our team. So it's exciting for me to see him get some action as well.
And if you'll remember, this return from injury echoes of a past journey towards a World Cup as well, which is great. You know, I'm here for that. Wales, I think, Warren Gatland doing what we did, 2 weeks ago, testing the depth of that squad, giving players a chance to put their hand up. It's a bit dangerous, though, for me, 13 changes in a team. Is that a risk? Is it an opportunity for those fringe players, those X-factor players to put their hand up? What is Gatland wanting from this performance?
Well, in my opinion, I feel it's more of a calculated risk.
Yeah.
Of course, you want to give some guys a bit of game time, get some Oaks lifting their hand up for selection in the World Cup. Literally, everyone is vying for a spot in a World Cup. So I think that it's a good build-up for them as well. As I said, to test out combinations, but in the same breath, I feel it is a little bit too late to be doing that now.
They're shoring it down, yeah.
They should have figured that out a while ago, but it's going to be a good competition. It's always a close one between the Springboks and Wales.
Well, oh yeah, they're a bit of a side that they're a hoodoo side for us, and I'm sorry to put that out there into the ether in the universe, but I wanted to speak of this because we're playing the All Blacks at Twickenham, which is massive. It kind of feels like a final the day before the Rugby World Cup starts, which feels like a bit of a risk, yes, but we haven't really tested our mettle against Southern Hemisphere teams. Obviously, our build-up to this has been a very different path, very Northern Rugby dominated. How important is that win? Do we need that win, that culture of winning to be set in, that confidence? Or is a little bit of a burn, a thorn in the side going into a World Cup possibly a good thing? What do we need to happen in that game?
I think the best thing would be for us to come away with a win. We know what it means to beat the All Blacks. It's a staunch rivalry between the All Blacks and South Africa. If history is anything to go by, we must beat the All Blacks. It's a great competition. It's always these two giants.
The two best teams in world rugby. Just say it, Babalwa. Just say it.
And what better way, really, to test your armour, against a side like that.
And also test the bonds, connect the team, lay yourself down for your teammates. You have that opportunity. So you're part of the team today, Babalwa, and you're going to be putting Zoe through her paces, yes, with a bit more of an intense Springbok-driven workout in just a moment. But we want to hear from you guys. How are you feeling about the Springboks? How are you feeling about defending our title? 063-408-8863. It's unofficially a Bok Friday, which is officially a Bok Friday because it's building towards the World Cup. We want to hear from you. Babalwa's not going anywhere.